As we get close and close to WrestleMania and the festivities that is WrestleMania weekend, we start asking ourselves, what's going to be the show that steals WrestleMania weekend? And if you're just a casual viewer, you probably gonna say to yourself, "Oh, it's WrestleMania. WrestleMania Sunday. That's the show that matters. It is what it is." Hey, that may be true, but for the hardcore fan out there, the smart mark dork, if you will, there's a plethora of shows happening that weekend. You have literally the Saturday before WrestleMania. You have Ring of Honor in New Japan, G1 Supercard at Madison Square Garden. You have the Friday before, that show at the Barclays Center, the NXT TakeOver New York show. I know Evolve is doing their Mercury Rising show that Friday afternoon. I'm probably going to try to go to that show as well. I know MLW is doing a show Thursday and Friday in Melrose and Queens. I know the WrestleCon Super Show is happening Thursday. I'm gonna try to go to that one as well. But essentially, again, there's a plethora of shows. I know Joey Janela is also doing his GCW show, his spring break shows in Jersey City. So is House of Glory in Queens. You kind of get the idea, right? And again, you ask yourself, what's going to be the show that's going to steal WrestleMania weekend? And for me, and again, I don't want to come off like, oh my God, you're saying the same shit every single year. I understand a lot of dorks that come on here. They'll probably say the same thing as well. That TakeOver New York is going to probably steal WrestleMania weekend. And it probably will. It just might. And you look at the card right now. And granted, it's not the main event that we're supposed to get. It was supposed to be Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship. Ciampa got hurt. Shit happens. You move on. Right? But I remember saying to myself a couple of months ago after TakeOver Blackpool, right, for NXT UK, right, when Walter came out and he confronted Pete Dunne. I'm one of the first motherfuckers on here to say it. Don't be surprised. Mania weekend, TakeOver New York. You do Gargano and Ciampa for the main event for the NXT title. And in the co-main event, you do Pete Dunne defending the UK title versus Walter. And today in NXT UK, they made it official. Pete Dunne will face Walter for the UK title. He put his belt on the line. So, and of course, you ain't going to have the Fatal 4-Way with Shayna Baszler versus Lio Shirai versus Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair. You're going to have the War Raider versus the winners of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which will probably happen next week as well. It will probably be Ricochet and Aleister Black in their send-off to the main roster. And you'll probably be other matches as well. Probably Velveteen Dream and Matt Riddle for the North American title. Almost called the television title. I don't know why. But again, TakeOver New York looks like to be a stacked card. Just like every single year. And I ask you, Motherflower, and I ask you dorks out there right now that are going to New York, the New Jersey area for WrestleMania weekend, what's the show that you feel that's going to steal WrestleMania weekend? I want you guys to let me know in the comment threads of this very video. Or if not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. I will be doing a video in the upcoming weeks about my WrestleMania 35 weekend plans. And I'm counting it down. It's 14 days away from WrestleMania weekend for me. And I just cannot wait. And this is my third WrestleMania. So, again, I'm just looking forward, just like everyone else that's making the trip. Whether it's your first time, your second time, what have you. I just cannot fucking wait. Anyway, I know it has nothing to do with NXT tonight, but in some way kind of does. Because of the main event we're getting at TakeOver New York for the vacant NXT title. Because right now, vacant is holding on to Goldie right now. And he's happy. He's happy right now. For now. But Triple H today came out and he talked about, again, dreams beginning in NXT. For some people, it takes years of journeys and stuff like that. But sometimes, for some people, the dreams just end. And in reference to Tommaso Ciampa and his neck injury, he had surgery. He's going to be rehabbing. He'll probably be out for a year or so. Hopefully makes a speedy recovery. Because again, say what you want about him, the last thing you want to have happen to him is have another injury, especially when he's having this killer run as the NXT champion, and he's just tearing it up right now, right? With his way on the main roster, all that stuff, and now this happens to him. And now you go to Takeover New York, what's supposed to be Gargano and Ciampa. People were saying is Gargano's moment finally winning the championship, right? In New York, WrestleMania weekend, the Barclays Center, for them, is NXT's grandest stage, right? And now, because what happened, they have to restructure everything. The whole plan had just been scrapped, and they had to make a new format, if you will. Hell, on tonight's show, I could have sworn we were supposed to get the rematch from a couple of weeks ago between Dijakovic and Keith Lee. That didn't happen. I'm pretty sure it'll happen next week, or if not, they'll probably save it for TakeOver New York, which I think is, if they're smart, they'll do that. They'll do that if they're smart. But literally this show tonight for NXT for March 20th, 2019 was just a one-match show. And honestly, I felt like it was simple, it was to the point, and I did like it. I did. You had all 5 guys that were involved in the match. Again, Triple H announced that because what happened, Gargano is still going to go on to TakeOver New York to face or challenge for the vacant NXT title, but the question is who? So Triple H announced in today's opening segment that there will be a fatal 5-way, and the winner will face Johnny Gargano at TakeOver New York to crown the new NXT champion. Those 5 guys were Adam Cole, Aleister Black, Ricochet, the Velveteen Dream, who's the current North American champion, and Matt Riddle. And I'm going to say this, and you know what? This match overall was a very good match. And again, it's just a one-match show. I enjoyed it. I thought it was simple, to the point. All the guys here looked good. They all got their shit in. Riddle, I thought overall, looked amazing. I did say when Ciampa got hurt a couple of weeks ago, that if they want to go with something different, right? Because remember, they did a network special on Matt Riddle. A lazy network special, but a network special nonetheless. Maybe go with Matt Riddle, right? But things happen. But again, I thought Riddle today looked good in this match. He had a lot of good offense. There's a moment in the match where he went for gut-wrench powerbomb or something like that multiple times. I think it was on Ricochet or Adam Cole, right? And again, he looked dominant. But everyone overall looked good. You know, Velveteen Dream got his spots in as well. Adam Cole as well, obviously. Ricochet was all over the place in the ring, doing the high-fly maneuvers. And even Aleister Black, right? Aleister Black as well with his kicks. And there's a moment where he and Matt Riddle did a kick to one another, and they both just, again, fell on the ring and shit. But also throughout the show, they were asking people their thoughts on who was going to go on and win the Fatal 5-Way, right? And again, they asked the Forgotten Sons, and they didn't care. Their focus was on the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic finale, which is going to take place next week, and stuff like that. And they even asked Kairi Sane and Lio Shirai, which got interrupted by Bianca Belair. But again, this match was the key point of the show, the focal point of the show. And again, it made you think anyone could have won it. They made you really think that for a minute. I literally thought that it'll give you Matt Riddle, because what I said a couple weeks ago. And again, just craziness. Matt Riddle did lock in the bro lock, if you will, his finisher, onto Velveteen Dream, and it looked like that was going to be it. But no, Ricochet made the save. Or it was Adam Cole, one or the other, made the save. Also, you had this thing where he had, I want to say it was Ricochet that had the match won, right? He did he was going to go for the 640, I think it was. Yeah, but he had the match won, essentially. And Adam Cole gets the referee out of the ring. which again, he saved the match for himself and for all the guys that were in the match. But near the end, right, Adam Cole, what was it? Ricochet does like the most amazing fucking shooting star press I have seen, right, in a long time. From a distance, right, from fucking distance. He hits it, I want to say, on Matt Riddle. Hits it on Matt Riddle, lands it, he goes for the cover, and as the referee's counting 1, 2, before he gets 3, Adam Cole with the running knee to the back of the head of Ricochet, and then he pins him. So he let Ricochet do all the fucking work, but essentially he got the win. And he stole a victory nonetheless. So there was that. That was the Fatal 5-Way. Adam Cole now goes on to take over New York to face Johnny Gargano. And listen, they've had killer matches before. And I remember a couple years ago, they had a match in PWG for the PWG World Cup. That's yesteryear. You guys don't give a fuck about that, right? Let's not harp on the past, if you will. But again, they've had matches before. So I know they can go. And again, it's not the main event that was supposed to happen. I understand that too. It was supposed to be Gargano and Ciampa, but Ciampa got hurt. Like I said earlier in the review, shit happens. Shit happens. You move on. And really, to be honest here, I don't see Gargano losing. I know people will say, oh, but he's on his way up to the main roster. He's got a headline 205 Live. I kid. Calm down, dorks. Calm the fuck down. But I think right now, right, when you look at the landscape of NXT right now, you have Aleister Black and Ricochet on their way up to the main roster. Because you got to believe they're on their way up after WrestleMania full-time on the main roster, whether it's on Raw or SmackDown Live, right? You're not going to have that. And I'm pretty sure as well you're going to have Shayna Baszler probably making her way up to. But you're not going to have Aleister Black and Ricochet. And who else? Who knows who else, right? On their way up. Maybe Velveteen Dream, right? Them on their way up and have Gargano go with them. No. I think Gargano has to stay in NXT. So I do think that Gargano does become the new NXT champion. And you know what? And like I said before, in the video when I talked about the breaking news of Ciampa, having to, again, relinquish the championship and have his neck surgery, there's a couple of matches I want to see Gargano have in NXT before he finally makes his way up to the main roster. I did say Adam Cole, which is going to take place to Takeover New York. Johnny Gargano versus Matt Riddle down the road could happen. Johnny Gargano versus Dijakovic, right? Could definitely happen as well. Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee, another match, right? Another guy that people are having high praise for in NXT. Hell, if the rumors are true, and if this guy's on his way up to WWE, then you know what? I would love to see, and I said this again in that video a couple of weeks ago, Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. Because Kushida, there's been talks of Kushida coming up to WWE now that he's left New Japan Pro Wrestling. And hell, there's even guys within the Undisputed Era, like Johnny Gargano versus Kyle O'Reilly is another match. Like, think about this, right? The guys from the Undisputed Era, if you break them up, they can have good, solid single run. Like, I'm not sure about Bobby Fish, but I know Kyle O'Reilly could have a great singles run in NXT. And hell, even in WWE, if they really, really got their shit together. But again, the point of the matter is, Takeover New York is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match to see who's going to be the new NXT champion. And like I said earlier in the review, you look at WrestleMania weekend as a whole, there's a shitload of shows that's going to take place that weekend. Whether it's Takeover New York, whether it's Ring of Honor in New Japan, and G1 Supercard at Madison Square Garden. You have Evolve with Mercury Rising. You have the WrestleCon Super Show. MLW's doing a show. Joey Janela's Spring Break. I know GCW is also doing a show in Jersey City. Impact Wrestling is also on parts of WrestleMania weekend with WrestlePro in Rahway, New Jersey. So if you're in the New York area, that's a train ride. It's like a 30-minute ride from everything that's happening in the New York area. Just letting you guys know. I used to live in Raleigh. But that's around the point. That's fucking around the point. So I ask you dorks out there, I'm asking you mother flowers, what is, in your opinion, for those of you that are going to be in the New York area for WrestleMania weekend, hell, even if you're one of these people that are watching Mania and Mania weekend from home, because guess what? I've done that too. I've done it for the last 2 years, watching WrestleMania and everything from WrestleMania weekend at home. There's nothing wrong with that. So to all of you out there, I ask you the question, what is the show that's going to steal WrestleMania weekend? Let's be real about it. WrestleMania Sunday, right? Whether it's 17 matches or not, whether it's 8 hours or whatever the fuck it may be, that's the main course. That's the steak and potatoes. That's the chicken breast and potatoes. That's the salmon on the fresh off the grill with the potatoes and veggies for all my health freaks out there, if you will. Everything else is the appetizer, right? It's the, scallops, is the risotto, the capellini, if you will. I know these are culinary references. Again, for those of you who don't know, I am a culinary major. All right. So I'm going to throw them out there and when it comes to wrestling with this analogy. So it is what it is. Let the shit marinate. All right. Let the shit fucking marinate. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my NXT review. Not really fully in depth for a show. Because again, it was just a one match show. Okay. Just a one match fucking show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed NXT tonight, let me know your thoughts. If you liked NXT tonight, did you not like the show? Or if not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. This is going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button down below. We're almost at 1,800. Once we get to 2,000, I am going to do a giveaway. I will do, most certainly, a giveaway. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But here I am. I'm counting it down to WrestleMania weekend. 14 days from now. I can't fucking wait. I'll be doing vlogs and all that fun stuff. But like I said before, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I'm gonna do a video probably the week of WrestleMania weekend before I head over to New York with my WrestleMania 35 plan. Because things are still not certain yet. But again, I'll keep you guys posted. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. As always, guys, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time with the flowers, it's Steve. And I am out like Janet's titties. But goddamn, y'all. Adam Cole is going to New York. Bay. Oh, yeah. Bay.